Hello and good morning. Welcome to the Pete Braley Show. I am your host, Pete Braley, along with my co-host, the show creator, the man who's responsible for all of this stuff. He's my son, Matt.
You know when they say that it's really nice to wake up to the smell of brewing coffee?
Oh, yeah, that's great. Yeah.
I experienced the opposite of that this morning. And you're asking yourself, well, what's the opposite of that? Did you smell orange juice or something? No, dog poop. That's what I woke up to this morning.
I knew where you were going with this.
There's nothing that confuses you and irritates you more. Probably the worst way to start off the day. I can't think of a worse way to start off the day.
Maybe oversleeping and realizing
maybe
that,
laying in the dog shit. I don't know.
yeah, that would top that. Yeah.
But now I can't get the smell out of my nose. So yeah, Charlie was with me last night because Lazy Pants over here gave him up.
He would not settle down, and he kept jumping down off the bed.
He didn't settle down in my room. I don't know why. I don't know why it becomes my problem.
Well, it's easier for you to get up and move around and go get him.
Here it is. Always uses the old card. But anytime anytime I'm hey, you're old, he's like, whoa, how dare you? How dare you say that to me?
I'm using the arthritis card, okay, which somebody can relate to.
Is that not the same card though? Similar cards. They're in close spots in your wallet.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you can be young with. I met somebody the other day that was young dealing with arthritis. So I mean, it can happen.
Okay.
I'm just saying it's easier for you to get out of bed and get him than it's like a project for me to. All right, let me. Okay.
I mean, he is like a 5-pound dog, so I mean, you could just not let him jump off in the first place.
I don't understand why he had any issue because we took him out for last call.
We did, both of us. What, did we hold hands while doing it?
I took him out around 8, and he did number 1, and then you took him out 9:30, and he did number 2.
Mm-hmm. Anyways,
all right, you took him out for last call.
Yeah.
And yet he still had issues.
Yep. I don't know I gave him a goldfish before bed because he insisted. He gave me the puppy eyes, but he's had goldfish before. So.
But he wasn't whining or scratching at the door.
See, that's
or
the
anything?
thing. I vaguely remember him like stirring around my bed, like getting up. But he does that every day when he wants to get up. But he'll bark and whine if he needs to go out.
Usually,
and I don't. Yeah. Maybe I was overtired and I didn't remember. But yeah. So.
Anyway, that's how.
Not a great way to start the day.
No. And you're still smelling it now, even though you're in a different room.
You know when you just have an experience like that, and it's just like stuck in your nose.
Yeah,
or
I guess
something.
it gets. Yeah. Or embedded in your brain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And of course, I called Trish because I was really hoping. It's like, hey, any chance you got out early and you're like almost home
around the corner and you can clean this up?
No, I'm not. I won't be home for a while. I'm like, okay. Got to man up and do it.
Yeah, and you did. You told me to hop in the shower first this morning.
Well, I wasn't going to shower first. You don't shower before those things.
No.
Yeah. As Gail said, Matt, that's a crappy way to start the day.
There
we go.
Hello.
Yes, that's how I started I hope all of you started off on a better note today.
I woke up and I heard the rain on my window, and I suddenly realized I had left the downstairs windows open last night.
Is that why you got up early?
No, I got up because I had to go to the bathroom. So.
Old people problems. Anyways.
No, that's why I got up. But one of the first things I did after going to the bathroom was I checked the windows, and sure enough, I had to get a towel.
Yeah. I know. I saw you get a towel. I was like, what is he doing?
Mm-hmm. I left the windows. And I should have known because I watched the news last night. And I even specifically saw... I don't remember, her last name escapes me, but it's Sarah, who's on Channel 4 WBZ. She specifically said there'd be rain around 7, which, 6:45 I woke up. So.
Yeah. Well, it was early, so.
Yeah. All right, coming up today, the football season kicks off tonight. So we have a football pick for you. Plus, he has a whole sheet he made out just for our picks.
Yes.
It's really cool. We have football picks, plus the Washington football team is closer to a name. Want to be in the movies? Hocus Pocus 2 will film in Providence this fall, and they are looking for some extras. And what do you think is the most valuable personality trait? What do you think is the most valuable personality traits? We'll get to those stories, and we got a lot more coming up, all right? We urge you to check in on the chat if you are listening to us or watching us live. And if you're with us later in the day, no problem. Thank you. Maybe say hello or mention something in the comments section, and we'll get back to you, okay? Today is Thursday, September 9th. It is National Teddy Bear Day today. Did you ever have a teddy bear? I was thinking about this last night because
I don't remember.
I don't remember you having a teddy bear.
I remember I had like a Build-A-Bear dog, but
okay,
but that wasn't like a baby like Fred is to Liam.
Yeah,
like I don't know if I had something like that.
Liam has a rabbit that
Trish would probably know.
That I bought for him at a Target down there when he was born. And I named him Fred, or Sarah named him Fred, or either one of us. And I'm happy to say he has to have Fred or he can't go to sleep. So it's a special thing.
He went straight to his head.
Yep. Care Bears Share Your Care Day is today. Huh? It inspires giving and volunteering in significant ways. Care Bears Share Your Care Day. It is National Wiener Schnitzel Day.
Bless you.
Now, yeah, thank you. I've heard that for years, and I never knew what Wiener Schnitzel is.
Isn't it sausage?
I looked at veal.
Oh.
Chefs make Wiener Schnitzel by tenderizing a thin slice of veal and then lightly salting and breading it. It is then deep fried. I have to see if Dana's ever made Wiener Schnitzel. And it is also National School Picture Day.
Are we taking school picture?
A day when I was always guaranteed to have a zit.
Oh, we should get ID passes.
Should we?
You're not allowed to enter the stew unless you have an ID pass. And Trish's will say Trish. We'll have Charlie have one. It'll dangle from his collar.
Oh, that'd be cool.
How do we make this happen? I have Photoshop. So.
I'm sure Amazon's a good way.
Yeah. All right.
Because we have to get lanyards.
Photo ID passes.
Lanyards and things.
Yeah.
On the date book, on this day in 1956, Elvis Presley appeared on The Ed Sullivan Show for the first time. 1971, John Lennon released his album Imagine. And on this day in 2001, Band of Brothers, created by Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks, premieres. It was at the time the most expensive miniseries ever made. If you've never seen it, I highly recommend it.
I haven't seen it.
Doug bought me the series on DVD.
Oh, you have the DVD?
Yeah, so we can check that out anytime you want. But, that was something. He and I watched that together, and it's an excellent movie. It really is. Celebrity birthdays today. Colonel Harlan Sanders of Kentucky Fried Chicken. He was born on this day in 1890. He died in 1980.
Wow.
Joe Theismann, former quarterback, NFL analyst, is 72. Adam Sandler is 55. And Michael Bublé is 46 today.
Doug is always has been a huge Michael Bublé fan.
Remember he did that in the, talent show or Mr. Fairhaven? He did a Michael Bublé number.
He came in second, but, that's okay. Some of your other kids might have come in first. But.
Yeah, I don't know. Who else? Let's see. What other child did I have that won Mr. Fairhaven?
Yeah. Anyways, what were we talking? Yeah, Doug's obsession with Michael Bublé. I feel like it's like tapered off because I don't know. He's kind of like a building decks and cowboy boots. So
you know
I feel like Michael Bublé is just such a funny thing that fits in there. But.
You know what I think happened was. Yeah. He's got all those Navy buddies now, so it's not cool to be.
I do believe Marla, his wife, is a fan of Michael Bublé, though. So I think he lucked out there.
Okay,
yeah,
something they have in common, right? Mm-hmm. Do we have anyone checking in besides Gail, who said you had a crappy day?
Let's see. She did say good morning, so good morning.
Hello.
Dana said good morning. Dana did say Ma Braley got beat up a little bit yesterday.
Uh-oh.
She might need a huge nap.
Okay.
Well, it's a rainy day. You know what? She deserves it.
Point taken.
And apparently, he heard about the poop situation. So, yes, you've talked to Trish this morning. Justin said, good morning. Good morning. He also Dana says, coffee is a very calming smell in the AM. Yeah, it is. Poop is not.
No.
Poop is not.
No.
Dana said, sore joints, Pete. I got your 6. There you go.
See? Getting out of bed is not easy during the night.
Let's see. Justin said, my dog threw up this morning. Don't know what's good with these dogs. What is up? Yeah, what's up with the dogs? I mean, last night Charlie was active. Me and Justin were playing PS5. I'm sorry.
PS5.
Whoa. Almost messed up
Upgrade.
there. I don't want to seem like a peasant. But yeah, Charlie was acting up. His dog was acting up. Was it a full moon last night? Like, what happened?
I don't know.
What happened?
I don't know.
Let's see. Dana said put some Vicks Vapor Rub under your nose. I mean, but then I'm stuck with that all day, you know?
But wouldn't you rather have
the mustache?
But wouldn't you rather have that than the smell?
I don't know. I mean, the smell's going to work its way out eventually.
Yeah.
And then I'm just stuck with Vicks Vapor Rub.
I guess that's a trick that paramedics do, right? They put a little something there so that they're smelling that instead of whatever's in the house.
Yeah, I've always seen, like, coroners do that, don't they? Or
probably.
Are those the people that
they have to go to the crime scenes?
Who dissects the bodies? Is that the coroner?
Yeah, the coroner.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah,
Right?
they do that in movies.
Yeah.
Why am I thinking of a different name for it? I don't know. Someone let me know. Like in CSI Miami.
Yeah.
Who were the people that cut open the...
I can't think of the word right now. You're right.
Yeah.
Who does the autopsy?
Autopsy? Maybe that's what I was thinking of.
Thinking of the autopsy?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Okay.
Dana says, yes, Wiener Schnitzel is awesome. Schnitzel is usually served with Spätzle, small German dumplings.
Wow.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it does.
I'm down. Someone
We'll have
whip
to
it
try
up.
that.
Danny, we got a menu, man. We got a menu for you.
Brisket, creme brulee.
Yeah, you're going to have a busy time. A busy time. All right, back to you. I'll catch up on these.
All right. I want to get to today's random thought early because this way you can think about it and maybe respond in the chat, okay? So today's random thought, if you came with a warning label, what would it say? If you came with a warning label, highly gaseous, what would it say? I'm not saying that's mine.
You said it. So
Yeah.
First thing that came to your mind.
If you had a warning label, what would it say? Would it say, warning, extremely salty? You know, warning, doesn't give a shit about your feelings.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I don't know. What would your warning label say? Will remind me to come back to this, okay, later in the show.
I believe that's your job to run the script. But
Yeah.
okay, just add one more thing to my duties.
To your crappy day. Yeah. I do have an upsetting story to start with this morning, and I know we usually try to keep things light and airy, but I read something this morning on WCVB on their website. Some of the nearly 3,000 American flags that were placed in the public garden in Boston at the Boston Common yesterday to honor the people lost on September 11th were found damaged this morning. Yesterday, volunteers put down 2,997 American flags, little flags, in the ground of the public garden. And sometime during the night, several of the flags were found uprooted or lying on the ground broken. And I just can't fathom who would, I'm not going to do one of those, it's kids nowadays, because, it might have been adults too. I don't know. How can you come across a 9/11 memorial? Maybe they didn't know it was a 9/11 memorial, but still, it's the American flag. How can you come across a display and say, hey, let's dig some of these up and smash them?
Drunken idiots, maybe? I don't even know.
I guess, but things that make me shake my head, as to why someone would. I know there's vandalism. I know things happen. I know there's graffiti on things, but this is a 9/11 memorial. Remember, we all came together on 9/12. That's like a distant memory now. It really is. I had something else to vent about, but I don't want to be totally negative today.
Might as well just throw it on there.
Might as well do it?
Yeah,
all
do
right.
it up.
I am getting so sick of these stories about people causing problems on aircraft. Leave the flight attendants alone. The latest, there was a mid-flight chaos on one American Airlines flight over Labor Day weekend after a passenger began growling and berating the flight attendants on board. In a video, you can hear the 61-year-old guy saying, What are you going to do? Kick me off this flight? At one point, a flight attendant had to block him from gaining access to the galley. You can hear the flight attendant shouting, sit down now. Once the plane landed in Salt Lake City, police came on board and took the guy away, who, by the way, was intoxicated.
There it is.
There it is.
There
yeah.
it is.
Get this. The FAA said it has received nearly 4,200 reports of unruly passengers since the start of the year. More than 3,000 of them have been people that refuse to wear a mask, but 4,200 just since the beginning of the year. When is this going to stop?
Just sit down and fly, and then
Yeah.
get to your destination and do whatever the hell you want over there.
I mean, I did some flying recently, and, I tend to get on the plane first because I'm one of those that needs assistance.
The old card.
There it is, yeah.
Yeah.
So I get on the plane first, so I have a chance to see everybody else who boards,
You
And
sit there and you're like, scumbag. You look nice.
You look
scumbag.
nice. And it's like, everybody's just kind of like dealing with the fact that we got to get on the plane, long day, trying to get home, trying to get to work, whatever. And then you've got these idiots who, and mostly all of them are intoxicated, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I know airlines have started not serving drinks on planes.
Yep.
I'm starting to think that they need to ban them in the airport.
True, because you can get just as drunk in the airport.
Yeah, you can have. I would never want to have a few before a flight.
For everyone getting upset in planes, do you want to drive? Why didn't
Yeah.
you just drive? That's what I thought.
We're all trying to get where we want to go. What's the big deal?
Yeah.
And the flight attendants, hats off to you. And
Yeah.
the stuff that you have to deal with. All right, I'm done.
All right.
I'm done.
All right. What are we moving on to?
Moving on to that story I mentioned. What is the most valuable personality traits? The experts say being conscientious.
Oh, it's not sarcasm.
No, that's not in the top two. No.
Damn it.
Researchers say people who are conscientious are self-disciplined, organized, deliberate, and have a need for achievement. I must achieve. After they found people who display conscientiousness do better in school, they also found that people that display conscientiousness do better in school, stay married longer, and they get better jobs.
Oh.
Also, conscientious people have fewer strokes, lower blood pressure, and a lower incidence of Alzheimer's disease. So there you go.
I always wonder how accurate those statements are, though. How do they study that? Like, they look at everyone that what was one of the, it was like a stroke. What was the other thing?
Lower blood pressure and lower incidence of Alzheimer's.
So it's like they look at like everyone that had low blood pressure, and they're like, they're all lacking conscientiousness. Can we pick a new word?
I know,
that
that
one's
is-
just a little too tough.
Even I stumbled.
Yeah. But no, like, how did they? They just write down everyone's personality traits. They're like, connect the dots. Where does this all line up?
They probably
They
do.
all
right?
lack this.
Mhm.
They did terrible in school, and why was it? They weren't conscientious.
And then they fly somewhere for a conference where they stand up with a PowerPoint and talk about the whole thing.
And they turn on the PowerPoint. It's one word: conscientious,
There you go.
with a line through it.
Thinking about your sarcasm claim, though.
What about it?
Well, but-
Would that be a personality trait? I guess I've made it a
Yeah,
personality trait.
I would think so.
Yeah.
But I would think that is helpful in a way. I would think you have less stress.
Some people really don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I
Plus,
would.
it definitely it gets me. It gets me into fights that I don't intend to be in. Sometimes it happens to us quite frequently.
You and I, yes.
Because you'll think I'm serious.
Well,
when I'm not.
he's got this delivery that's. I mean, you can't tell he's kidding.
I guess that means it's a bad sarcastic delivery, right? Like, if you can't tell it's sarcasm,
You
does it
sell
make
it.
Does it make it bad?
You sell it that it's real.
See, anyone else that's sarcastic, though, it gets me, like, when I'm in public with people who don't know me,
Right.
sarcasm is tough. Because, like, if you know me and
Yeah.
I say something, you're like, he's probably kidding.
Yeah.
Or at least I hope he is. But yeah, with new people, sometimes they like think. That's why I think I have this overarching, like, I don't know, fear of meeting new people because they're gonna think I'm rude. Because I'm not. I love people.
Yeah.
Even though I've said multiple times on the show that I hate people. But that was sarcasm.
That was sarcasm.
That was sarcasm.
Yeah.
So yeah. But that's tough about meeting new people with sarcasm. Yeah.
Today's Reddit story, because it seems like I always have one for you.
Let's do it.
People took to Reddit to offer the secrets they have learned about their parents when they became adults,
Oh God.
including one person who wrote, he discovered that my mom was on the cover of Playboy once.
How'd you discover it?
Well, I would think that one of them either told them you found it on.
You know what it was? I guarantee it was this kid's like best friend found out and had to tell him.
Hey man,
look what your mom did.
Your mom is Miss July.
Yes. Yeah.
One person revealed, my house was burned down when I was a kid, and when I was an adult, my dad told me that my mom was actually the one that burned it down.
Wow. I wonder how.
Anyone else discover something about your parents when you became an adult? I don't think I discovered, some nice things about my mom. I discovered that she was big in the YWCA once and wanted to go to a convention in Chicago, but her father said no. She was 21 at the time.
Oh, I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, I wrote about that in the book.
Maybe that's where I heard it. Yeah.
Which is still available at Amazon. No.
It is, yeah.
Someone said, I found that the reason... Oh, this is a good one. The reason my parents finally divorced after years of Dad's infidelity was that he got my sister's teacher pregnant.
Wow.
Whoa.
That was a wild parent-teacher conference.
Another revealed that when we went to go spend the weekend with my aunt and uncle, my mom and dad would do a little meth and clean the entire house from top to bottom in 2 hours. Then they would go back to being mom and dad.
I mean, I hate to say it, but there's worse things that you can do on meth, right?
Yeah, you are right there.
I mean, how dirty was the house that they were like, you know what, we can't do this sober. Like, we just can't. We need meth to get this done.
And one person said when they became an adult, they found out that the college fund that my parents were always talking about actually had $148.74 in it.
I have two questions. One, is it because they're bad at saving? Or two, did they take it to spend it on something else?
I would think it's number two.
Was there ever money in there? or did Dad just suddenly get a new car,
So there you go. We're looking for true confessions here. Did anybody find out anything about their parents there when they became adults themselves? You can let us know in the comments or an email. It's the Pete Braley Show at gmail.com. They have finally announced all of the contestants for the next Dancing with the Stars.
Do we have any Dancing with the Stars fans out there?
I was never really a fan of that show, but then the ratings had it coming in the top 3 every week. So I talked about it on the radio show because I thought, well, I guess a lot of people like this.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
It is the 30th season coming up. And Dancing with the Stars will feature Spice Girls singer Melanie C. She was Sporty Spice. They will also have influencer Olivia J. Giannulli, former Bachelor Matt James, and Peloton cycling director Cody Rigsby. The full cast was announced on Wednesday on Good Morning America. The show, which premieres September 20th, will also feature NBA player Iman Shumpert, okay, country singer Jimmy Allen, talk show host Amanda Klutz, Bling Empire star Christine Chu, Real Housewives of Atlanta cast member Kenya Moore, The Office actor Melora Hardin, who we found out
she plays Jan.
Yep. The Karate Kid actor Martin Kove, professional wrestler Mike The Miz Mizanin.
The Miz.
Yeah. Beverly Hills 90210 alum Brian Austin Green, Olympic gymnast Suni Lee, and YouTuber JoJo Siwa.
It's a pretty good lineup.
Is it really?
Yeah, kind of.
I
don't really watch, but
I maybe know half these people, and I think I mentioned this to you yesterday. Mm-hmm. I remember when this show attracted like A-list celebrities, and now I don't know. Would you say they are A-list or
no?
Maybe
some
B?
of them are like, yeah. There's probably some B list. I don't really know how the lists work. I mean, I'm assuming A-list is like Jennifer Aniston and
I would think
Adam
so.
Sandler and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, probably some B and C celebrities. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for Jimmy Allen. I think he's pretty cool.
Is he?
I like his music.
Yeah.
Plus, he's just very like outgoing, like fun personality.
Now, what's the buzz about Bobby Bones? I've heard people say, "Yeah, Bobby Bones, he shouldn't have won that."
Yeah, Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. In case you don't know, Bobby Bones is a syndicated morning host. He has a country show that's on stations across America.
Yep.
He's also on American Idol.
Yep. He's a mentor.
Right.
He's written 2 best-selling books.
And he won Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
But there was some people commenting about, he rigged it or something.
Well, because he wasn't the best dancer, and he won. So all the traditional dancers were very upset by that. This was actually the only time I've ever watched Dancing with the Stars was when he was on it. And so he just has a very, very loyal following. I mean, he got me to watch Dancing with the Stars. So, I mean, that's
something.
That says something.
Yeah.
And I voted. I never vote for those things. But
Did you really?
I love this dude. Yeah. He's an idol of mine. So I was like, you know what? I don't even know if voting works. I don't even know if this does anything. I'm probably just adding my phone number to a mailing list. But me and Sarah, we both love Bobby Bones. We were like, screw it. Let's do it. So we did it. And he won mainly because of that. Well, entirely because of that loyal following that he has.
Not because of his dancing ability.
But it's 50% based on the judges' scores and 50% based on voting. And he would always win the fan vote.
Okay.
So he would always come in like first or second every week. And people couldn't believe it because he's not that good at dancing.
No.
So,
no. And he admits it. Yep. He admits that he isn't that good.
Yep. But so the dancers hate him. but he did win.
Do we have any chats before we move on to football news here?
Let's see. If I missed out on anything, I do apologize. There's a lot going on, which is a great thing to have, great problem to have. Gail did say somewhere, where did it go? That she loves how we give our dogs a last call because she does the same. But that's how we've always done it.
And do you call it that too when we stand up to to go to the back door? It's always come on, last call.
Yep. She said we have always given our pups a last call before bed. Yeah, and I mean Charlie's pretty young, but like Baxter and Oscar had it. They knew exactly what last call meant. They knew it was business. Mm-hmm. You go out there, you take care of your business, so we don't run into situations we had today. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. Gail said, hey, Pete has gone to hell and back in order to carry that card. Let him have his card. This coming from someone else that has earned the card. I pick on him because he's Pete.
Yep.
That's why.
Yep.
If I don't pick on him for being old, what do I pick on him for?
I know.
Well, a bunch of other things. But
hey.
I mean, they're all kind of related to you being old, you know?
Okay.
Like
so
the gray sweatpants the other day.
Yeah, it kind of lumps in.
That lumps into you being old. Okay. Most of the things, now that I think about it, you being old.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dana said sarcasm is great on the boo-boo bus. Probably not with the patients, if I had to guess.
Depending on the patient, probably. But
yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Definitely with the coworkers. Let's see. Gail said, I found a photo of my parents signed by and with Fats Domino and Buddy Dean.
Fats Domino. I'm
leaving.
I'm not.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to help you.
I give it my best guess because I'm a youngin', okay? I don't know these names people reference.
I'm just trying to help.
Fats Domino.
I found my thrill.
Fats Domino and Buddy Dean after my parents passed.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
I ruined it. I'm sorry. Fats Domino. I feel like that sounds better. Does it not? I mean, that was my best guess.
Yeah, I think so.
I went with what sounds better, Fats Domino or Fats Domino?
Right.
Domino sounds better.
I'm just trying to help you. I'm not criticizing.
Oh, no, I know.
Okay.
I'm disappointed in myself. I'm not mad at you.
Oh, don't beat yourself up.
Yeah, so let's get back to it.
Okay. Football news. Alabama remained the top college football team in the AP Top 25 poll, but there was some changes this week. Here's the top 10. Iowa's at number 10. Iowa State, 9. Notre Dame is number 8. Cincinnati's 7. Clemson down to 6. Texas A&M is 5. Oklahoma, 4. Ohio State, number 3. Georgia is number 2. And Alabama at number 1.
Where's your random favorite team, LSU?
Not there. Not there. They're a little lower. I love LSU because I like purple.
Plus, Kat became a big fan of LSU.
Yeah, and I don't know, they seem to be on the 3:30 game a lot one year. So, time for football picks. And what do you think? I decided loser buys Chipotle. Is that good?
Yeah.
We'll keep track of things and see how we do.
I mean, I have a gift card to Chipotle, so just know I'm not using that on you.
I don't even rank a gift card.
But also, I mean, I don't plan on losing, so I don't even need to worry about that.
So he's got the sheet with all of the games on it. And,
yes.
Even I noticed you even have the
shout out to like Print Your Brackets, I think it was called.
Was it?
I forgot where the website was. I'm sorry, but they had a nice sheet. I customized it a little bit using Photoshop because we have two people picking here.
You're taking this seriously too, huh? He even has the
Why
start
every
times
time I
of the
take something
games?
serious? Well, that was them. They made this form. I didn't make it. I customized it a little bit. But like fantasy football, you're like you're taking this serious, huh? It's like, yeah, you see this trophy?
Trophy. Yeah.
The reason why it's on this table ain't because of you. It's because of me.
Is it staying there all season?
Maybe.
Okay.
You wanted it there.
Yeah.
Can someone replay? Why are we doing this all the time? We fight about this table.
So we had a meeting yesterday and decided to do all the picks on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Because he asked me, he said, "Why did you? What was your thinking behind doing the picks on Friday on the radio show?" And I just felt that you're in more of a football mood on Friday. We're gonna have jerseys tomorrow.
I was gonna say I do remember that now we're gonna have jerseys and all this stuff, so it doesn't make more sense.
So, but we do have a game tonight. It is Dallas at Tampa Bay.
Yes.
Against Tom Brady and company, and so my pick is going to be Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I've learned not to pick against Tom Brady, so I think we're both going Tampa Bay. So.
Okay, so
that pick is locked in, and we'll have the rest tomorrow.
If you disagree with us, let me know in the chats or in the comments, and we'll have our picks of the other games coming up tomorrow.
Yes.
The Washington football team appears to be getting close to deciding on a nickname or just keeping what it has before they move on. They get rid of the Redskins moniker about, last year was the first year, right?
I don't know. Has it been 2 years? I think it might have been 2 years.
Okay, Washington football team co-CEO Tanya Snyder told ESPN's Adam Schefter on his podcast, the team is down to 8 possibilities when it comes to a new nickname. Snyder confirmed the 8 nicknames Schefter heard that the organization liked. So he said, "Hey, I've heard you like this," and she agreed to all 8. So the nicknames are Armada, the Washington Armada.
I kind of like that.
Washington Presidents.
I don't like that one for some reason.
No, me neither. Washington Brigade.
Not bad.
Washington Red Hawks.
Basic.
Washington Commanders.
Maybe.
The Washington Red Wolves. Washington Defenders. Or just keeping it, Washington Football Team.
I will say, there's a lot of people that hate Washington Football Team.
I thought it was dumb.
I'm used to it now.
Yeah.
Like they're the Washington Football Team. Like I don't know. I don't even hate it. Like it's a thing now.
I'm just thinking as a broadcaster, I mean, did they ever shorten it? Did they say, and football team's got the ball? No,
probably just Washington.
Yeah,
they have Washington has the ball. Yeah.
Snyder added that the franchise is actually down to 3 names it likes, but she wouldn't say which ones. So
I like Armada. I think that's kind of cool. The Washington Armada.
Armada. That's like what, a fleet of ships or
Yeah.
something? Is it Armada?
I feel like Washington needs like a military commanding sounding name. I mean, the Commanders are one of them.
Right.
That was kind of cool too.
But presidents, you don't like?
That one's just, I don't know. That's weird to me. I don't.
Yeah.
The president, like, I don't think of the president as like a group of people. I feel like that's just weird.
Okay.
Personally.
Back to today's random thought that I mentioned at the beginning of the show. See, I'm reminding myself.
There we go.
You're off the hook.
I like it.
All right. If you came with a warning label, what would it say? Yours would have to be sarcasm, right?
Yeah, someone said that. Dana said, wait, who called me out? Somebody said sorry. Oh, yeah, Gail. She said that's one of your warning labels, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interact with caution. Sarcastic. Interact with caution.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be a good warning label?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Caution. Very clingy. Regular hugs required.
Opposite.
Well, not for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Biohazard. Maintain distance. See, I think those are the only ones I... Swears often. Fluency in sarcasm.
There it is.
A fountain of useless facts and trivia.
I don't think I know a lot of useless facts.
No.
I know a sufficient amount, but I wouldn't say a lot.
So sarcastic and sufficient.
And swears a lot. I do
Oh,
swear
you do
a lot.
swear? Yeah, I guess so.
For comedic reasons.
As your father, I'm so proud.
For comedic reasons, vaguely to emphasize a point. But sometimes. I think swearing has a place, for sure. Just not at people. I don't swear.
Okay.
As
All
a
right.
joke, I might swear at people.
Yes.
But like they know it's a joke. That's one where you should always be able to tell by the tone of my voice whether or not I'm joking or not.
So there is some thinking that goes into your sarcasm. Is that what you're saying?
And thinking that goes into my swears.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't I try not to just like, you know, that one kid or probably you. This was definitely me. Like when you first start to swear when you're like 11, and you're just like, you know, F this, F that, F, like you just say it all the time. You're like, I gotta go tie my fucking shoes.
Yeah.
Like, why was that necessary? I try not to do that anymore. That might happen during Call of Duty. I don't know. Justin could probably tell you. Sometimes you just have those nights.
I've had kids on teams that I coached that they would do that. They would say, I got to tie my fucking shoes. I got to do that. I can't catch the fucking ball. I can't hit the curve ball. And I was just like, you know, the saying that comes to mind is, do you talk to your mother with that mouth? You know, I mean, it's like, why is that an adjective?
I don't know. I think it's just when you're a kid, it's like a new thing, and it makes you feel older. But in reality, you can see it from a mile away that it doesn't. But I was definitely one of those kids. Like I feel like everyone goes through that phase. I was never
see, because the fact that I just said that, there's a little voice in my head that says you shouldn't have done that.
Well, you know? you did it for how many years where you couldn't swear?
I know. Well, growing up, my mother would not tolerate it. Mm-hmm. Okay, Nana would not tolerate that. And then, by the time I moved out of the house, I was on the radio. So I didn't want to swear in my regular life so that I wouldn't slip on the air. Because if you regularly use the F word as an adjective for things, right? I mean, what's to say it's not going to come out on the air? You're going to slip, you know?
Yeah, true. I think that's why nowadays I will willingly just do it and not really care about it on here. But you rarely swear on the show. And every now and then you do. But.
And when I do, I'm like, ooh, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. I mean, there's an option on YouTube. You have to specify whether or not your content is made for kids.
That's right.
I always say no. This is not made for kids. There's the occasional swear that happens. Plus, kids don't need to know about what's a serious... Well, not serious, but I feel like we talk about...
Some serious issues that kids don't need to know about.
That.
Yeah, maybe.
Plus, there's no puppets or anything. This isn't made for kids.
Hey, Maddie.
Yeah.
I mentioned that, excuse me, there is a casting call coming up in Providence, Hocus Pocus 2, which I finally saw Hocus Pocus 1.
I've never seen it.
Last year at Sarah's house. I had never seen it. It's a good movie. It's a good, funny movie. Hocus Pocus 2 will be filming in Providence this fall, which, for those of you that don't know, is about 30 minutes down the road. And the production team is looking for extras. Crews will be shooting in the city as well as the surrounding areas from October through December. People of all ages, ethnicities, ages, genders, and sizes are encouraged to apply. However, the production company is specifically looking for people with dance experience.
I got it. Oh, okay.
You got dance experience?
I thought so.
Yesterday, you said you danced with Liam in Target.
Yeah, and so I watched one season of Dancing with the Stars. I feel like I got it down.
What more do you need?
Right.
All right, they want people with dance experience. They want men with shoulder-length hair or longer. Just saying. Mm-hmm. And they want young adults between 18 and 22. How old are you?
22. I only got a couple more months, though, so...
Anyone who is selected to be an extra will be required to be tested for COVID-19 before doing any work. Production is also requiring extras to show proof of vaccination to work on the film, so you're all set. Fitting and testing will be paid.
Oh, okay. Food provided.
Filming will take... They usually have buffets. Right?
Let's go.
Filming will take place weekdays, Monday through Friday. The production team said the days can last up to 12 hours. Okay. Hey, if we need to take a hiatus for you to do this...
Maybe I can Zoom from the tent or something.
That'd be cool.
That they keep you in.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
And there is a website to go to. It is KendallCooper.com. That's KENDALL Cooper.com. So,
all right.
Hey, who knows?
How much dancing experience do you think? Do you think it's something I can pick up? Probably not.
I think so.
I think that might be where I fall out of contention for.
I don't know. I think if you had a choreographer say, you know, we want you to do this. Mm-hmm. The only thing is maybe, because all those moves have names, right?
Yeah. But, I mean, we did have to learn a dance from Mr. Fairhaven, and I did win. So, I don't
Dance experience,
I
then.
don't know if that has anything to do with the dance, but
Okay.
I did win.
So, dance experience.
Just saying.
Yeah,
All right, we
all
do have
right.
some chats to catch up with. Diane said, have you ever played dominoes? I think that was making fun of me saying Domino, but tell me Domino doesn't sound better. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Give me something. And to answer your question, no, I have not played dominoes. I don't know how to play dominoes. All I've
been
done
a
is
long
like
time
stacked them
since-
up and knocked them down like crazy shapes and stuff. Never actually played dominoes.
You have to build off the numbers, right?
Yeah,
It's been a long time.
Is it like Scrabble for numbers? That's in my mind.
That's a good
what
idea.
I think of it
Yeah.
as. Let's see. Justin said Cowboys 27, Bucks 23. I mean, that would be a great game. So
Really?
I'm down for that, but we both picked the Bucks. So he also said he likes
right.
the Red Wolves or Armada. I think Armada's got to win, right? Gail said Armada. I think that's the best name. Red Wolves, I don't know. I feel like they were just like, hey, listen, we want to keep the red part. What can we change it to? And I'm like, I feel like they kind of forced it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what's the connection between a Washington and a red wolf. Are there a lot of red wolves
Maybe
around there?
Washington State.
Yeah.
When I think of D.C., I don't think of wolves.
No.
I think of Armada.
Armada.
Which is funny because, like, I don't know. When I think of Armada, I think, like, the fleet of ships, like
Yep.
the Navy.
Spanish
And that's-
Armada, right?
That's not in D.C., but it's close enough, right?
Yeah, Annapolis,
Virginia.
is the
Annapolis, Virginia.
is the
I
Naval
mean,
Academy.
Close enough.
Yeah.
I like Armada. Who do I got to talk to? Why? I mean, I'm the name consultant, right? We talked
That's
about this
right.
yesterday.
That's right.
Why am I not consulted on these
A
things?
professional name consultant.
Diane said her warning label would be caution falling objects. Is that you or you
You're knocking things
yeah,
off
knocking
shelves
things
at Stop
over?
and Shop, or
What's
what?
going on?
Yeah.
Let's see. We did have a couple other warning labels.
Okay.
Dana said way back when. Where was it? I wish there was a way I could like highlight your
Highlight
chats,
the ones
guys.
you want. Yeah.
I'm telling you, if it's something important, write it in all caps. That might help. I'm gonna have to find it later. Oh wait, I found it. Warning label: don't try this at home.
Okay.
That's
that
probably
could be a good one.
probably a good warning label right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to you.
Those chats are small print too, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
I know-
I'm working on getting you a screen of some kind so you
Oh,
can
wow.
at least see where the cameras are. But I don't think I'll be able to put the chat on it because it'll be too far away for you to actually read it.
Yeah.
I
I noticed.
would need to get like an 85-inch TV in order for you to read
Are
the
you
chat.
pulling out the old card again?
No. Well, half the old card, half it's really small.
I noticed that whenever we're at Sarah's house, because then you're sitting next to me, so
Yeah.
I can see the screen.
Would you rather have me sit on your lap? You
Eh.
can see the screen.
And no,
Okay.
no, that's fine. I'm doing just fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Good. I like the distance.
Hey, do you get that video? This was all around the
Oh,
internet
yes.
yesterday. I don't know if you had a chance. I mean, probably you saw this if you watched a newscast or if you were online. I saw it on Twitter first, then TikTok, and then I think I did see it on the news. And there were people saying that this will bring a tear to your eye.
All right. Let's
I
check
don't
it
know.
out.
Here's Steve from the original Steve from Blue's Clues on the 25th anniversary of Blue's Clues.
Hi. You got a second? Okay. You remember how when we were younger we used to run around and hang out with Blue and find clues and talk to Mr. Salt, freak out about the mail and do all the fun stuff. And then one day I was like, oh hey, guess what? Big news. I'm leaving. This is my brother Joe. He's your new best friend. And then I got on a bus and I left. And we didn't see each other for like a really long time. Can we just talk about that? Great. Because I realized that was kind of abrupt. I just kind of got up and went to college. And that was really challenging, by the way, but great because I got to use my mind and take a step at a time, and now I literally am doing many of the things that I wanted to do. And then look at you, and look at all you have done, and all you have accomplished in all that time. And it's just so amazing, right? I mean, we started out with clues, and now it's what? Student loans, and jobs, and families, and some of it has been kind of hard. You know? I know you know. And I wanted to tell you that I really couldn't have done all of that without your help. And in fact, all the help that you helped me with when we were younger is still helping me today, right now. And that's super cool. I guess I just wanted to say that after all these years, I never forgot you. Ever. And I'm super glad we're still friends. Thanks for listening. You look great, by the way. Whatever it is you're doing, it's working.
Oh, Steve, that was so... Oh, sorry.
I don't know. Maybe I didn't get the
you didn't get it?
I didn't get the sadness
You didn't
everyone's
get the
talking
feels?
about. I love Blue's Clues, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I do remember that he just kind of like left,
Yeah.
you know?
I thought there was some scandal. Like drugs, alcohol,
There have
something.
been rumors, yeah, that he was into drugs. Because
So now, maybe that's what I'm thinking of, because now he's
Yeah.
back and he's like, hey, I missed you. And I'm like, well, this is creepy. I'm 22 now.
I thought that was very well done.
Yeah.
Very well done.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a chance. I should have called Doug, because I think Doug was would you say Doug or Kat was the biggest Blue's Clues fan?
I don't know. Probably. That's tough.
I would
they
think
both
Doug.
They both liked it, I think.
Yeah.
We went hard. We had a Blue's Clues chair.
Yeah.
We had, multiple, because
had two of them.
they kept popping.
They were balloon chairs, and we
Yeah.
kept popping them.
Yeah.
You know.
I do like the part about, like, we've been dealing with student loans and depression and drinking. And why didn't he name all those? He covered up with, it's kind of hard, It's like, it's pretty freaking hard sometimes, man.
And he snuck in a few, Blue's
Old
Clues
sayings.
reference.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
So take a step at a time.
Yeah.
And you can do anything that you want to do.
Yeah.
So
I mean, this is just like the era of nostalgia now. All the shows are coming back for
Yeah.
a reunion of some kind.
Kat, are you with us today? Did it get you in the feels to see Steve back here? Because we had the Blue's Clues outfit too, didn't we? We had the striped shirt.
We probably
we had
did.
the tan pants.
We had a lot of Blue's
Yeah.
Clues stuff. Maybe I was more of a Joe. Like maybe I experienced more Joe. When
More
did
Joe?
When did Joe come on the scene? What year? I don't know.
I don't think Joe lasted I don't think it was more than one season, maybe.
I mean,
Or two.
Steve was definitely better. We can all agree, right?
So they got all three of them together, because there's a new one now.
Yeah.
I've been watching it with Liam.
What's his name?
Oh, what is his name?
Because I remember I saw like an episode.
He's the
of it.
first Asian American to ever
That's awesome.
be on the show. But I saw
And
that
he seems good. Like he like fits the role.
the Today Show had all three of them doing a sit-down interview, because I guess all three of them are going to be in a Blue's Clues movie.
Oh,
So, yeah.
nostalgia, man. People pay for it.
25th anniversary.
Look
of
at
Blue's
Space Jam.
Clues.
They said that movie was trash, but everyone bought tickets to it.
Yeah, true. I haven't seen it yet.
iCarly, Friends. What else had a reunion of some kind? Victoria. No, not Victorious. I think they might have talked about a reunion.
Victorious? Yeah.
Well, it came onto Netflix and it blew up. I think they talked about doing something. I don't know if
Okay.
that's actually happening.
All right. But yeah.
Nostalgia.
Nostalgia. It always sells. It always, whether it's my generation or yours, nostalgia always sells. By the way, I do have some holiday news for you here. We are 107 days until Christmas.
Oh God.
I looked it up. But the holiday news is that the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade will return in its full form this year.
Let's go. Did we watch it last year?
I did. Where was I?
Yeah,
Was I home?
Yes.
Yes, I was home. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we watched.
Yeah, remember we talked to Sarah, and she was watching it down at Virginia Beach, and her feeling was, it's weird. I can't get into it.
Yeah.
Because they only had, like, the Broadway performances and any other, like, float with a singing artist on it. It was only happening right there at Macy's. There was no parade through the streets. So, but it's coming back. The November 25th parade will be broadcast on NBC and will feature the giant balloons, the celebrity performers, the clowns, and the marching bands. Macy's presented a curtailed version of the parade last year with the balloons and the performers, but it was confined to Macy's flagship store. But it will be back on November 25th. So
Let's go.
we are slowly getting back to normal.
We'll see. We'll see.
I know everyone talks about maybe in October, but I just don't see a shutdown coming. I just don't. But
I don't know.
yeah, we'll see. People in the news this morning. Didn't I say yesterday was like National Barber? This
Yes.
is National Barber Week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hairstylist and barber week.
Well, Phoenix man didn't hear me yesterday. He assaulted his barber because he didn't like the haircut he got.
Wow.
Officers say Lorenzo Harewood, his name is Harewood, was not given his money back, and he proceeded to punch the victim in the mouth. Police say he punched the victim an unknown number of times. He ripped a necklace off the victim's neck and then ran out of the store, dropping the chain along the way. The man hit another car as he pulled out of the parking lot. Police arrested him later on suspicion of robbery, which is a Class 4 felony. How about punching a barber? Isn't that somewhere in there? But
I mean, we've all gotten a bad haircut, right?
I had one as a kid once. When I came home, I put on my football helmet.
Yeah,
I didn't want
had
anyone to
one-
see it.
I was pretty young too. I went to a place I typically didn't go, and they ruined it. I've never been back to that place.
Oh.
But yeah, no, I came home, just wore a hood for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you have that feeling of doom. Like, you think, how am I going to go to school with this tomorrow?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But I've never had the desire to punch anybody. You know, I mean, everybody has like questionable haircuts at times.
Yeah, I think so, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I once, this was back in high school, baseball season, I would grow out my hair like I do now, but I would cut it a little bit higher on the sides, not full mullet, but like borderline. But one time I went, and it was straight up mullet. Like, it was bad. Like,
I don't remember that.
Dude went way higher than I wanted.
Oh.
And I actually, I asked him if he could cut off the back and just give me my old haircut, just like short on the sides and the back, a little bit longer on top. So I felt so embarrassed, but I was like, this looks terrible.
I remember.
I didn't beat him up, though. I politely asked if he could fix it.
I remember you and I had like a classic argument about your hair one night.
Yeah, we've always argued about my hair.
Yeah, he's always liked his hair long, and I don't know if I'm jealous because I don't have
Could
much,
be.
but
Could be.
I remember one day saying, you need a haircut, and he just came back at me with like, it's my hair.
Well, do you remember me with a buzz cut? I just remember being, well, I haven't had one since first grade, but like
Yeah.
I feel like my face was just so round, like too round.
Too round?
Yeah, and when it was longer, it felt better. It felt right. And now I just go through phases where I grow it out, cut it a little bit shorter. Never a buzz cut, though.
Have we mentioned on the show the time that you had the cornrows?
I don't know if we mentioned on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a time, it was a summer.
Don't have older sisters. They mess with you.
Is that how it developed?
It was Sarah. It was influenced by Sarah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that was the year that the girls on the softball team all decided to have cornrows in their hair.
Maybe, yeah.
So they all got their hair done with the cornrows, and they didn't realize that you need to put suntan lotion in the little spaces because that's bare skin, right?
Yep.
And I think they all got a sunburn on their head. But Sarah talked you into getting the cornrows?
Yeah, it was one baseball season, like tournament baseball. She was like, you're a catcher. It would look so good. It would be easier, like, with your mask. I was like, I don't know. I'm a kid. I'm like, sure, sounds awesome. Let's do it. And so I did it.
And you told me it hurt, right? Those things were very...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's painful. It's painful. Like, she had a friend do it first, and I think maybe because I was a kid, she didn't do it as tight, and so they came out after, like, a couple days.
Okay.
So the next time I went to, like, a legit place that does it, and man, because they put, like, wax in your hair and, like, yank on. That's probably why my hairline's receding a little bit. Nothing to do with genetics. It's
no,
it's
nothing to do.
It's
with
because
genetics.
it's because it was yanked for. I think I got it like 3 times, maybe.
Yeah, you did it more than once.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, it did happen. It did happen.
Yeah.
Diane said, yes, we talked about cornrows. I called you out on it, Matt. Yep.
Okay.
It happened.
Yeah.
It happened. I never did it during the school year, though.
No,
it was
it's
always
just-
a summer thing because
Yeah, it was
I don't think I could walk into school with cornrows. Definitely did not have the self-confidence back then.
Oh, you walked down a baseball diamond in front of all these kids. Wouldn't
True. But I don't know. Baseball diamond, it's like, it's your boys, it's your friends. Yeah.
it? All right.
I don't know.
Do we have any comments before we? That'll just about do it for today.
Yes, let's see. Diane said, love Steve and Blue's Clues. My 26-year-old son and I, huge fans.
Yeah.
Justin said, Blue's Clues live action. You would think, right? Everything comes back as a live action
really.
movie. So yeah, maybe.
Blue would be computer generated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Justin said that man is braver than me. I can't even tell my barber the haircut doesn't look good. it's the most awkward thing, you know? Like, the barber's supposed to give you what you want, you know? And then when they don't, it's like this awkward...
And they always, they spin you around so that you're looking in the mirror and they say, okay? And you're like...
What do I say? That's like the one time it wasn't okay. I felt so... Because it was a good mullet if you wanted a mullet. But I didn't. And I was in school. I wasn't going to walk into school with we're talking like redneck mullet going on.
Wow.
So I did not want to walk into school. It was the most awkward thing to be like, hey, this isn't it. Can you cut it off, please? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that was awkward. And
now I go to a barber now for this. Only because number one, I'm afraid I'm going to slip, and have to shave the whole thing off. But number two, I just can't do it the way a barber would. I don't know if it was you or your sister that convinced me to go to a barber shop.
Yeah.
And so I do go to one, and it's right there. They have it as one of their services. Beard trim is this much money.
It's a pretty common thing. I feel like when you're bald, the go-to reaction is to grow a beard.
Yeah. So the same thing, they'll trim it and he'll spin you around and say, okay, what do you think? But if I don't have these on, I can't tell.
It could be half gone. It looks great. I love it, to be honest. This is exactly what I wanted. One time I trimmed my beard after I cut the grass, and I get the weed whacker shakes.
Yeah.
And so I went to trim my beard, and I still had the shakes going on, and I took a little piece out of it took a while for it to grow back. So don't do it right after you cut the grass, folks.
I can say I don't think I've ever had to go to work the next day without a mustache saying, I slept when I was trimming. And I don't think I've ever done that. So,
I mean, mine wasn't it was just I've never done it bad enough, knock on wood. Yeah. It was just like a little just out of the bottom. So I mean, it wasn't if you caught the undercarriage here, you would see it. But other than that, you couldn't see it.
Which took me a while to realize that you're not supposed to go at your jawline. You're supposed to go at least an inch or two over it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, I used to trim it right at the jawline. Yeah.
Makes it look like a chin strap.
Yeah, right.
And ain't nobody want a chin strap.
Ain't nobody.
I do need to say this. Lori said, wolves equals politicians in D.C., just saying.
Good point.
I like it.
Good point. The Red Wolves.
Yeah. And let's see. So Justin said the start of Matt's cinematic career. Maybe we should
Hocus Pocus 2.
Who wants to join with me? I should probably watch the first Hocus Pocus. See if I'm in that realm.
Okay. All right.
If I'm an extra, I want to be in it. I need to feel like I belong there. Exactly. I'm just going to be the dude walking by with a cup of coffee, dancing.
But man, you nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like extra number blah blah blah. Can you stop looking at the camera? I'm just like, just walking, just staring.
And from what I heard,
holding up a sign that says, "Agents, sign me."
Like there's usually 2 or 3 people in the background, and they're having a conversation at the restaurant. They're just doing this.
I'll just be, if you and me are the extras, I'll just be sitting there, and we'll be like,
you'll be trying to get the camera shot. And why is it always hi, Mom?
Matt, how'd you get kicked off? How'd you get kicked off the show? Well, I'm actually terrible at walking in the background.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways.
All right. That'll do it for today, I guess. See, I went back to the random thought, right?
Yeah. You did.
Feel free to comment on what you think your warning label would be. If you came with a warning label, what would it say?
What would it be?
Yeah. Okay. Love to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Tomorrow, football picks, plus we'll have a Feel Good Friday story. And I'm serious. If you have anything happening in your life that is good news, that you feel good about, let me know about it, and I will share it on Feel Good Friday tomorrow. You can find us on Facebook. We're on all of the socials. You can also email, that archaic email, the Pete Braley Show at gmail.com. All right. And we get to our thought for the day today, and our thought is, nothing outside of you has power over you. You decide how you think, feel, and do things in your life. Take full ownership and become free. Our thought from Diana Montano.
My favorite is the pause afterwards.
Oh, yeah. Got to have the pause.
Boom.
I like the boom.
Yeah.
All right. No matter what, we hope you go out and make it a great day.
We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.